Alright, good morning, guys. Apparently my stream key changed weirdly, so I had to reset that up in OBS. Woo! Good morning, Pac-Man, Martin, and we're live. Hey, Vissy. Still trying to wake up here as usual. Hey, Jade. So, yesterday I busted my butt to get, well, both Monday and yesterday I was working on a bunch of stuff. Ended up disabling the, I need to check the beta thread, but I ended up disabling the auto-ROM folder parsing stuff as well as the PDF stuff for the first beta. But the first beta that came out way late last night, like 2 o'clock in the morning, has you can download the new platform theme videos from James Baker. Looks like from the beta thread, it's actually the beta's working at least, so that's good. Platform videos look darker. I know that YouTube and videos in general often screw up the contrast and stuff, so it could just be that, but I don't know. Hey, DJ Quad, Camel Spit, Critical Sid. Your body is telling you you need to watch this. Hey, Squirrel. All right. Well, I had talked to Sid yesterday, and I was thinking about potentially making some theme improvements, big box theme improvements this morning. Obviously, we still have the other two features to wrap up. Hey, Neil, Shades, Takio, Silent Hill. Awesome. We got all kinds of great people on this stream. Killer. And I have a document actually from Critical Sid that I need to look at because I haven't even looked at it yet. I've been too busy trying to get that beta out last night. And that is Discord. He sent me that in, so let me pull that up quickly. Theme engine wishes. Oh yeah, so there's some good stuff here, as I knew there would be. I hope you don't mind me showing this document to the world, Sid. Need to exit out of Discord. Don't really want to be talking to people while I'm streaming here. Yeah, Camel, the videos, I just put out the 7.0 beta 1 late last night, like 2 o'clock in the morning. Just why I'm so groggy this morning. So, yes, there is a beta available. And the videos are all downloadable. I still am not happy with, a perfect theme to use the theme videos. We do have some good options on the forums. But I want to eventually have a theme to distribute with LaunchBox that works perfectly well with the cinematic theme videos. We don't have that. But yes, the videos are downloadable and everything is ready. Um, yeah, I did see that, Martin. Though unfortunately, I haven't pulled up the document, so I apologize for that. But that's on my plate. I'll definitely take a look at that here soon. Oh, uh, Jade, make sure your background. There's a setting in Big Box called um, background fade. So go check that setting. That's probably set. So you'll need to turn off or set that to 0, I think. Yeah, Vissy, importing Windows games is a royal pain in the butt. Basically, it's only going to show your Windows games that are in your start menu, and even then, it's only going to show. It doesn't know about all the Windows games ever. It's just really a pain to do a decent Windows import. So we did the best that we can, but otherwise, it's just a matter of manually adding the games for your Windows games that don't automatically go in. It's not really. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. There's no good way to do a Windows import. Sure, you should be able to restore a backup camel spit, but I still don't know why that's ever happening, honestly. What was I for Halloween? A disgruntled developer. It was man. No, I stayed at the house and passed out candy on Halloween while my wife went out with the rest of the extended family with the kids and all that stuff. Yes, the platform XML should be backed up in the backups folder only when they're changed. So you're not going to have all the platform XMLs in the backups folder, but when the platform XMLs change, they do go in the backups folder before it writes the platform XML file. Yeah, themes getting their own settings. So thank you, Ali. That is one thing I'm thinking about tackling, and we might look into that today. But that's not an easy endeavor. So we're gonna take a look at that as a possibility. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that though. So I'm not against trying to tackle that today. Actually, I know that themes do definitely need at least a few settings because it's annoying otherwise. All right. Um, anyways, I guess let's start off with a prayer, and we'll go from there. And we'll look at Sid's list here and see what we might tackle first. Oh, you're okay. So your document is on theme stuff too. Okay, Martin, I'll take a look at that. I didn't realize that. That'd be good. Hey, Balmarolo. When can we tackle adding star ratings in Big Box? You know, you're right. That should have been done a long time ago. It's a good point. Really needs done. Yeah. Maybe we can do that today. I don't know. Honestly, that should be done before all this stuff. So maybe we could start with that. It's kind of stupid that we don't have star ratings in big box. I'm afraid I'm losing my voice a little bit, so bear with me here. I hope not. Star ratings eventually will be connected to the database. So when we implement them in big box, the first step is not to integrate them with the database. The first step is just to make it so people can see and modify star ratings from within big box. Groggy gorilla. All right. Uh any prayer requests before we pray? Before we jump into everything? Good, Jade. Good to hear. You bet. All right, well, let's pray. We can I'll take prayer requests anytime and we can pray. Oh, Lord, wake me up. Thank you again for the opportunity to come here with the community and just make this product as good as it could possibly be. Thank you for the blessings that you've given all of us through this project. Please help us to continue in that and make things even better and better and better and better, and bless the conversations between all of us in this community, and give me the drive and focus in order to be able to do this stuff today. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So, star ratings. Should we start on star ratings? I don't know how long that's going to take. It probably wouldn't take too long. We would put it in the on the game details screen. The only thing that concerns me is the font stuff, because, well, I mean, it would be really easy to just add text that says star rating : 5 stars. But we would want to. My concern if we do the star rating stuff is it's not going to be quick, like we're hoping it would be. And I had promised Sid that we'd do this stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'll put star ratings on the top of my to-do list, and we'll get back to star ratings. All right, so looking at this stuff, option to add more views than the standard ones, option to rename the default views. So the view issue is a real issue. It kind of stinks because, for one thing, the view names don't make any sense anymore. And whenever you switch away from the default view or the default theme, the view names don't make any sense. So the other thing is, we need the ability to disable certain views for certain themes, at least disable certain views for certain themes, or let you specify the views for certain themes. And it's going to be it's going to be I don't know. Still thinking through that. It's going to be tough to get a proper solution going for supporting any number of themes. I'm not sure. Neil, how many theme videos are on the server at the moment? Banker linked to a ton on the forums to his YouTube channel, but a lot of them didn't download for me. Okay, well, let me know. I mean, I can give you guys a list. Hey, Static Fade. It is only the platform videos. There's no game videos up there yet. It will also only download platform videos for platforms you have currently in your collection. Of course. S3. They're all stored in Amazon S3 right now. I don't think there's any dangerous information to show here. I don't know. I probably shouldn't, though. Shouldn't show my Amazon S3 account. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna show this off to you as far as what we have in the collection. But I guess what I could do. Nah, it's not worth all that. Hey, Pure Luck. Weird bug it seems when you add a new emulator. Hey, French. If you get to the second tab and change something, it'll wipe what you had in the first tab. Huh. Okay. Weird. WiiWare. So I'm looking at. There is no Nintendo Wii that I have up there, and I don't have Nintendo WiiWare up there either. We may have to hit up James for those missing files. It could be that I don't think they were in the source list that I had. I have, a good 50 or so systems up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, maybe 40, something like that. So there's a lot up here, but for some reason Nintendo Wii isn't in there. Yeah, Ali, we are going to implement that, absolutely. It's just not ready yet in this beta, but we will have video theme support for games as well before we release 7.0. No, the platform videos are all automatically downloaded, Camel, in the beta. You can check out the beta testing thread for details on that. Yes, the automated download is working. Hey, Dr. Mech. Mexico. Looking maybe to move from Hyperspin over to LaunchBox. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Give it a shot and let us know how you like it. Awesome. So we got to solve the view problem. That's a big one. And then settings. Turn the wheel invincible. That's funny. I know he meant invisible, but this is funny. Make the wheel invincible. Platform should remember the last view and image type which is used for them. Support for playing 2 videos at once. Current background video solution only works with Windows Media Player. It's kind of sluggish and buggy. sure. So this is a cover flow thing. So we'll probably focus on this above stuff here today. We need a means of adding settings for themes, and I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that, but we could just use an XML file. We'd probably just use an XML file in the root, in the themes root folder. Yeah, Mexico, absolutely. Well, sort of. Really, the video themes are just a video. So at this point, we're just talking about using videos that way. LaunchBox 7, you said you'd implement support for Italian language for voice commands. Sure, I'll try to get that in still. I doubt I made 100% promise on that. Maybe I did, but I'm not sure at this point. We have a ton of stuff planned for 7, so we'll see what I can pull off. I said, no worries. I just thought it was funny. All right, so settings, and then views. So what we could do, I'm thinking the easiest way to handle the view thing would be to allow settings to disable certain views, right? And then add just a lot of views, you know. Hey, K Money. So that's going to be the easiest solution. So we add something that it has theme settings that allows you to disable views, and we add more views so that people don't run out of views. I think that's going to be the best way to do it for the most part. Oh no, here we go again with the Budweiser. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm never going to say that again. All right. So I'm thinking for a theme. Well, first off, the first thing we should do is start renaming our views, I think. See if we can pull off renaming the views. And that's going to be tricky because the XML files all have to be renamed in that case, which sucks. But they're totally named incorrectly, so we gotta fix that, and then we have to implement a migration process. Anytime we do for example, I've already built in a migration process so that when you start up Big Box, every single theme in your theme folder gets upgraded to 7.0 because there's been some changes. So we're gonna have to tweak that as well. All right, so let's go into now they're in here. We have view models and views. We're gonna have to change. We're gonna start with it's actually the themed views. I don't think there's anything in here that needs to change. It's under themed views. I guess we go through and mark anything that needs changed. It's not going to be. It's basically just going to be the games view and the filters views or platforms views. So cover flow games view. Well, the trick here though, if we rename these, yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on this stuff because the backend code currently. So for example, for the cover flow games view, it requires a certain backend code piece in order to make that functional. So the cover flow games view is truly only for cover flow. So that's gonna have to stay that way. Yeah, and so maybe but you could disable that view in the theme settings, for example. Is my thought. Cover flow with details, games view, same thing. We don't want to change that because I think it's really just the platform views that are messed up, that don't make a lot of sense. Game details view, game marquee view, the options stuff. So the platform marquee view, this is where it gets stupid. These names right here: platform wheel, image details, thumbs, wheel, image details, video. These need changed. These aren't good solutions. But I'm thinking, and then we have like the text games view. I'm thinking we just need to change those four. Yeah, Martin's got the answer. Change the video quality to source. The reason for that is because we're streaming it at a higher bit rate than Twitch prefers. All right, so do we ever? So Sid, I know you're on here. I hope you're still on here. Do we need more? Do we really need more views? Is that something we really truly need? Or can we just is disabling views going to be enough? I think as far as changing these, there's nothing to change. There's no class or anything other than the name of the file, which makes it easy. Disabling, okay. Thank you, Static Fade. That makes sense. So yes, I want to stick with disabling. So then the only question becomes, do we need to add any additional views to support those? So anyways, but that's later. The first step we need to do is just rename these views. So the next question is, what do we rename them to? Basically, these are all platform wheel. They're all platform wheel views, but I don't know. We could just call them platform wheel filters view 1 and platform wheel filters view 2. Platform should be fine, but more views for the games would be awesome. Okay. As you said, some views are restricted on what you can do with them. Yeah, and the platform stuff does a better job not being restricted. I think for the most part, the clear logo view should be pretty much it should be open. I mean, you can use that for pretty much everything. So basically, what you're saying is we need to add additional views that are like the wheel view. I think that would, I get you. Something similar to Steam. I don't recall that, and I don't know what that means. But anyways, I'm just going to be boring, and we're going to rename these to Platform Wheel Filters View 1. No, we can't put the 1 there. The view has to be at the end. Platform Wheel Filters And then do we want to leave wheel in there? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be a wheel. Hmm. Doesn't really matter that much though. I think I do want to leave wheel in there. I'm changing my mind. All right. Launch Big Box is just a push of a button, much like Steam. Yeah, you can set up like an auto hotkey script or something like that to do that. Although LaunchBox won't do that automatically for you, so you're on your own doing it. But I think you might be able to use something like XPattern to do that too. Cool. Take it easy, Martin. Steam Big Picture, sure. So we've renamed those. Then the trick is we have to rename all the class names as well for the models. And then in the settings, we got a bunch of changes here to make. And then we have to, yeah, there's a lot of work just on renaming those stupid things, but it really needed to happen, so we'll get it done. In my view models, we need filters view models. We have to rename these classes. Platform wheel. Oh, that's not one we want to rename. Platform wheel filters view model base. Platform wheel 1 filters view model. Surprised it didn't ask me to. Here we go. Okay. And then lastly, four. Okay. So now I think we'll still build, although everything's gonna be broken. We got quite a few fixes to make here yet. Keep in mind with the music thing, guys, one of the features we have planned for 7.0 is background music. So, and you'll be able to mute the music on the videos, and you'll be able to use your own music. So, no big deal. I don't get it though. I don't get why so many people hate the music on those videos. I think it's awesome. It's really I don't understand. But there's just a few people that just are adamant about hating the music on those theme videos. It's interesting. I just never expected that. But yeah, we're gonna implement background music, and that should solve the problem. Even if you don't want to tweak the videos, you can just add you'll be able to add just add your own background music tracks in 7.0, and hopefully we should be able to randomize between them, and you'll be able to listen to whatever you want. Seven beta one tools. Go to the tools menu and select download platform theme videos. All right. Did we build? One failed. Oh, that's weird. Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. Platform wheel 1. 2. 3. 4. Another thing we need to change is in views, we have our themed views. We have to change all these here as well. All right. Static fade. No worries. So I really think this theme stuff is really gonna help things out. Um, it's gonna be a lot cleaner. The two things that are really gonna help are being able to restrict the themes to certain views. That'll be huge because there's a lot of people that will load up a theme and go, "What the heck? It looks the same," because a particular view isn't implemented in that theme. So this will be good. And then the other issue is that people have to manually set settings and they get confused. So that's a big one as well. So it builds now. However, if I load up Big Box right now, I don't think it's even going to work. So we gotta get that going here first. We need to handle the upgrades for the themes. I think. Sega Genesis and Sega Mega Drive are available, Scott. Both of those should be available. They should be downloaded. If it's not, let me know. If it's not downloading, let me know. All right, so the theme names. There's one reference here. So we have these platform views here. 1432. And we're using, okay, so we have, I get it, here we go. Big Box Platforms list views. Well, this will be easy enough to change. I'm gonna rename these. I'm glad I was using this list because that'll make it easier to update everything. And then after we're done with this, in theory, it should work with the default view, although none of the other views will work. So we'll have to add a migration process for that. But hopefully we'll be done with this boring renaming crap here soon, and we can get into settings and implement settings for themes so you can restrict stuff. And then we have this value. We need to change this. Text list with details. Platform wheel 1. Yeah. Two, 3, 4. Okay, let's go into our strings. And we need value platform wheel 1, value platform wheel 2, value platform wheel 3, and value platform wheel 4. Okay. Now, changing these might mess some stuff up, but we need to change them. All right, so in theory, that should be done. So we'll build it and we'll see if Big Box is completely broken. I don't even remember what theme I have active. I was playing with themes. So we'll see what happens here. It's also likely that the theme I have active doesn't work right now on a 16 by 10 monitor. So if things look crazy, that's why. We shall see. I've been swapping between themes all over the place yesterday, trying to get stuff. Visualize some things, really. Okay. So I'm going to go to views, and we're going to change it just to the default theme for now. And then I want to see how this is blank. The reason why that's blank is because it was set to an invalid value, although it didn't break anything. So this is the default. I'm switching between the views here. And it seems like everything's working. That's great. Yeah. We're good there from what I can tell. Good. So then, we need to upgrade all the existing themes by renaming those theme files to the right values for all the other themes. So basically, what that is going to entail, we have where did I put this? I'm trying to remember. I think it's in Bootstrapper. No, it's in App. I have this upgrade themes method that is called on startup. It goes through every single folder in your themes list on startup, checks to see if it's got this 7.0.txt file in the theme, which means that theme has been upgraded already to 7.0, or it is already a 7.0 theme. If that doesn't exist, it runs through this process. Here's the issue, though. People have betas out right now that have already been upgraded but don't have this new piece. So we're going to have to change that file name. All right, I got to catch up on some comments here, it looks like. That's strange. My Twitch dashboard is all messed up. Look at this. I don't have any comments. Come on, Twitch. What's your problem? What the heck, man? Well, guys, I can see your Twitch in the video, or your comments in the video, but I missed some. Oh well, I guess. I don't know why that's doing that. Video list would be very helpful. Sure. Download new themes for this to work. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Camel Spit? These are the platform videos that didn't download. MS-DOS, Game Boy Advance. I don't think we have MS-DOS or Game Boy Advance. Checking. We don't have Nintendo Game Boy Advance. We don't have MS-DOS yet. We will. Nintendo Wii isn't up there yet. Sega CD, Sega Master System. Yeah, I don't have Sega Master System up there yet either. Sega CD, I don't have. Yeah, I think those are all missing. Sega Mega Drive is up there, though. That's the only one that is up there that in your list, Scott Ad. Scott. I'm not going to call you Scott Ad anymore. Good to hear, Static Fade. TurboGrafx and Atari Lynx. Yeah, I don't have Atari Lynx. We do have NEC TurboGrafx 16, although that could be named incorrectly. It's named NEC space TurboGrafx 16 right now. Yeah, Camel, exactly. And that is planned. I'm hoping we actually have some community folks working on some themes that I hope will work really, really well. There are some themes already that do work well for the stuff, but I'm hoping to get some polished themes in there that will work best for the for the cinematic theme videos. For example, I'll show you guys quick. Before we can do that, though, I've got to get this upgraded. It's not going to work right now. So give me a second. I want to change this file name to let's just do that for now. Specifies themes upgraded big box 7.0. Yeah, that's fine. Let's leave it. Okay, now we need to add some logic. for renaming those files. We have the views folder, which is what we need. We've replaced some stuff in the XAML. We can do this before the video stuff. Let's do it up here. If, let's say, string path.combine, the views folder, and the old file name, which we can get from our LaunchBox folder. This guy. String old path 2. Let's just copy that a couple more times. All right, so there's the 4 old file names, and we just need to rename each one of these. We can say file.re, I think it's just file.move. We say old path 1 to path.combine, views folder, and the new file name is platform wheel 1 filters view.xaml. And then we just replace that number in both spots for all 4. 2, 3, 4. There it is. So that should fix all the themes to work with the new stuff in theory on startup. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to show the Simply HD theme. Exactly. And it's a little bit sparse for my taste. It's also, the borders are a little bit blurry, and it could use some work, but it is well suited for this. The issue I've got, of course, is I'm on 1610, my screen resolution. But let's give this a shot. Okay. Oh, yes, of course. We need if file.exists old path 1. We can't just assume that file is going to exist. All right. Cannot create a file when that file already exists because it stopped in the middle. Darn it. All right, fine. Here we go. So now we need the new paths. Oh, that's irritating. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And what we'll do here, we got to replace all these out with new path 1, new path 2, new path 3, new path 4, and all I'm going to do is say if file.exists, the old one, and not file.exists, new path 1. Then we do it. 2, 3, 4. All right. It'll work this time, I promise. Away from keyboard. Hey, Omen. Future state theme with the new widescreen option. Where is that, Neil? I need to take a look at that. Can you explain how to do that? The future state theme is beautiful. I love the future state theme. But where is the widescreen option? All right, so here we go. Away from kangaroo. All right. Now, in theory, let's try changing it to future state. Now, keep in mind that this is going to be broken, as you can tell, because I'm on a 16 by 10 monitor. Uh-oh. Okay, it just took a second there. That was interesting. Okay, I assume this view isn't part of the theme. There it is. Of course, like I said, it's broken because we're on a 16 by 10 monitor, but it is working here from what I can tell. Now, where is this widescreen version? I need to go check that out. That's cool. But we're probably still going to have an issue because I'm on a 16 by 10 monitor. But I really like this theme. I don't have background videos enabled right now, so that's why it's just showing the background. That's another thing that would be nice to fix. If I could... if there could be a setting to restrict to 16 by 9, then on 16 by 10 monitors, what we could do is we could just have it not fill the entire screen, which would be a really good thing to do, because part of the issue here is that is the aspect ratio issue. It's kind of a major issue for theme developers, because nobody's going to create a theme for 16 by 10 because it's not a common. Especially for home theater or arcade cabinets, that's not a common thing to have. Although I really like 1610. There's an alt view folder in the theme. Copy and paste into views. Awesome! I'm going to totally do that. Okay, and this... I assume this is the one that he actually modified. Yeah. Of course, we have to manually rename this because it's different now. We'll see what we get. I need to turn on my background videos. Okay. because because it's already been upgraded, but I tweaked it. Yeah. So really what I need to do for that is to go into my future state theme. And we're going to delete those, which will specify that it hasn't been upgraded. And it'll go ahead and go through and upgrade it. Ah, I see. Well, that's awesome. I like that. Dude. So if I... really I should have a 16:9 monitor when I'm developing this stuff. I really should. We want to go into videos, platform background videos, and actually we should have game background videos too for this theme. Yeah, dude, look at that. I didn't even realize that was available. Oh, but it's stretched. Well, the reason why it's stretched, the reason why the video is stretched is because I'm on a 16:10 monitor, probably. But yeah, this looks like the choice theme to use. And actually, oh, it's also cut off. It's cut off and stretched. But Hexer is the guy who made this theme. And he's actually, I talked to him yesterday, he's actually working on tweaking this theme specifically for the cinematic views. So that is exciting. We should have an excellent solution for that before the week is out, I'm hoping. However, the 16:10 thing is a separate issue. I would change my resolution, but I'm afraid of messing up the stream. So anyways, but yeah, this would be great. I didn't even know this existed. I should have read the thread, man. So this is the widescreen version, static fade. It's basically an alternate view you copy in. I want to see the games view. And of course he's got the it looks like the games view right now uses the regular 4:3 videos, so that makes sense. He's got the what's it called, the lines, scan lines. But yeah, this is officially my favorite theme to use for this kind of stuff. It just needs a few tweaks here or there, and I think Hexer is working on that stuff because I talked to him yesterday, so I'm excited to see what he comes up with there. And we should have a pretty awesome theme for the cinematic views here. Cool. If you want to show off some cinematic themes, then I allow you to give the folks here a little sneak peek of my upcoming theme. All right, we can do that. So the do I have the latest version already, Sid? I think I do. We'll test out that theme. Actually, we'll give it a shot. Assuming, I hope I have the latest version. Come on, there we go. So this is Sid's Critical Zone theme, which I'm really, really excited about getting wrapped up so that people can use because it's beautiful. You do have to disable background videos. Sure, okay, I'll do that. So already that's a neat view. Let me switch it up here though to my favorite view. Yeah, I like this a lot. That's so neat. It is a little bit, see how he's got a video going on in the background and the video itself? I love that. The video in the background is not full screen though because of my weird 16:10 monitor, but this actually works really well, which is nice. But this isn't even my favorite view yet. Although my favorite view doesn't have the videos. He's got something real simple in here too, which is nice. Man, Sid, I really like this stuff. I love this view. Why? Okay, so last time I loaded this up, the videos weren't displaying, but it was probably because I had the background. I get it now, Sid. I didn't even realize that. Wow, this is gorgeous. I didn't even get the full experience because I had the settings wrong. Seriously, doesn't it look amazing, guys? Absolutely. So, yeah, look at this. Wow, this is even better than I thought, Sid, to be honest. I had the settings wrong the last time I loaded this up. Wow. So pretty. So my hope, alright, guys, my hope is that we can ultimately get this view and a tweaked version of the future state theme available by the end of the week. I'm hoping, Sid. I'm hoping so that in the video that goes out on Friday for the email on Saturday, all this stuff is officially available. I think that would be amazing. Yeah, that's just gorgeous. I can't believe I missed the whole video thing before, but that just completes this theme. Here I thought you had stuff that was like not done yet, Sid, but it's all here. I completely missed it. I had my background videos on, and because of that, the videos weren't showing up, which is exactly why we need to implement the settings. Duh, you know? Yeah. So nice. I love it. Let's go into a games view here. That's beautiful. Man, I love the details over there on the right. Ah. Sid, I can't believe I screwed the pooch. I didn't realize how awesome this theme was. I had issues simply because the videos weren't being displayed, and it's of course because of that it didn't look as good as it could have. I think I also had some issues because I was mid-development on some other stuff. Last time I checked on the theme. Man, that's pretty. Haha, let's check out what else you got here. Of course, the cover flow view, sure. Oh, that's beautiful. And you'll notice that almost everything in this theme is working perfectly in the 16:10, which is impressive, because he's managed to make it actually work with the 16:10 aspect ratio as well as the 16:9. So, that's pretty incredible. Wow. Awesome. Ah. I don't know, Sid. We might have to make this the default theme here, to be honest. This just feels so pro and polished. I love it. I love the future state theme too, though. So we'll probably cover both of them. But there is a lot. Man, you raised the bar, Sid. I really appreciate it. Killer. Yes, the ESRB stuff. So maybe we should focus on that instead of trying to like conquer everything here, Sid. Because you're so far on this. It's basically done. So maybe we should work on finalizing that stuff, because we can add settings and everything, but that's going to be some time. So basically what Sid needs is a way to present the ESRB rating icons. For example, what's going to have ESRB? Not much in my collection right now. I don't know if N64. I think N64 does have, yeah, it has ESRB. Well, he does have the ESRB there. So Pac-Man, let me catch up on some comments here. Nested filters before Saturday. Yeah, right. Okay, buddy, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get that out yet. Think it should be the new default theme for Big Box. Yep, I'm feeling it, Static Fade. I am feeling it. I need to talk to Sid about that, Pac-Man, as far as including it with Big Box. But yes, I do have plans to hopefully include certain themes with Big Box. We have, I can't really like replace the default theme, but we can include it with Big Box so that it's available for everybody right out the gate. So that is what I would plan on doing. I'm hoping to, you know, find a few themes and add them in straight out the gate. Nested filter by Beta 147. Sure, I can promise that. All right. Agreed, Pac-Man. Good to hear. All right. Sid, you were saying that the video thing, the double video thing wasn't working well. Or are these, so this background video here, because you've got two videos playing without an issue, and I'm on VLC. Yeah, you nailed the aspect ratio thing, Sid. It's amazing. Oh, I love it. I can't believe the good things always happen on streams, guys. I'm like just a roaming idiot, and then I get on the stream and everything starts to get clear. Seriously, it's funny how that works. It must be you guys. That's all I can figure. The video's transitions are kind of sluggish with Windows Media Player. Sure. Well, I tell you what, we can make VLC the default, and that is planned. Windows Media Player has always been sluggish with the video playback. Well, that was interesting. Let's switch it up and see what happens. Of course, I'm on VLC, so we switch it to Windows Media Player, and I am taxing my system right now because we're recording on Twitch and all this stuff, but it's not bad on my system, but this is a beefy system, so, but yeah, it does get a little bit jittery a little. That's not too bad though. The transitions though, if we go into a platform, meh, no problem. Yeah, a little bit there. K-Money, I'm afraid scan lines wouldn't really work well on small videos because they have to be big in order to support the scan lines. Agreed. So yeah, assuming I'll talk to Sid after the stream, and assuming he doesn't, he's not gonna have an issue with distributing it with Big Box. I really doubt it. I'm putting him on the spot in front of everybody. But yes, I expect we'll distribute. I'm hoping to distribute the Future State theme and Critical Sid's theme with Big Box. Out of curiosity, though, if we go, where am I at? Themes. I want to see how big his theme is. Oh, yeah, that video is small. Good. Yeah, no problem. We can distribute that with Big Box. Hey, Phobos. That would be cool. Could we have a $10 bill going into a change machine, then coins dropping out the bottom? That'd be awesome. Although that would be a lot of work, and we'd have to get an artist, a really talented artist, to build something like that for us. FF Poke, how do you add a game name region as the title of game name shown? Basically, you want your games to be titled with the region. There's not a good way to do that right now, to be honest, other than doing it manually. I like the Simple HD theme. I'll pull that up. But there are some issues with the Simple HD theme. But I'm not going to rule it out for the future. I need to talk to... I'm sorry, I can't remember who built the Simple HD theme. So we'll pull that up. Simply HD is what it is. That's right. Yeah, Sithel made it. That's right. And there's only so here it is. Obviously on 16:10, it's broke. You need the background videos too, and I like it. The only thing I don't like about it is the borders. The borders need a little bit of tweaking. So, but it does look good on 16:9. But it's also only a couple views. Yeah, there's a lot messed up because I'm on 16:10. So that's the kind of thing that needs tweaked. If I'm going to distribute a theme with Big Box, I need it to be consistently work properly. Basically, is the catch. So. And that's the hard part. That's not easy to do, and some of that we can fix with code. Some of that's my fault. We need to add options like restricting to 16:9 on 16:10. Other stuff, we can fix with the theme settings, stuff like that. So all kinds of stuff we can do there, but we got to get it to that level before we would distribute it with Big Box. Critical Sid, of course you can, yay, but I'm not sure about the free license of the background video when it's distributed with the paid software. Ah, good point. All right, if you can link me to that, Sid, I can look at that. Honestly, heck, I would. What we'll do in that case, if we can't get access to that license and we can't distribute it, I'll contact whoever made it as best I can and say, hey, we would like to distribute this, and try and get permission. And even if we got to pay a little bit of money for the video, no big deal. But it is always possible that they say no, and if they say no, then we maybe try and find a different video. I don't know. Yeah, but it's only that video, so that's not that big of a deal. K-Money, yeah, it would be cool if a scanline option was available, and honestly, it wouldn't be that difficult to pull off. Um, so I have thought about that. Anyways, where were we? We fixed the naming on the platform wheels views. That's good. We were gonna look into adding settings. All right, fill me in, Sid. As far as the ESRB stuff, what exactly do we need? Is that in your list here? ESRB? No. All right. Give me, Sid, if you would, explain to me what we need for the background, or for the ESRB stuff. Because I noticed we did have ESRB in there. Yeah, I like it too, Sid, I do.
Visualizing big box.
You notice that here's a teaser. Ah, I keep missing it. Ah, new theme called Big Box 7.0. That was honestly, that was a failed attempt yesterday. I'm gonna leave theme development to to you guys because, to be honest, I suck at it. Here I am trying to build my own theme for Big Box 7.0, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. The community is doing so much better than what I'm being able to do here. Honestly, that's the case. So this is the perfect example of having the right people on the right jobs, because I'm not a theme developer. That's not what I do. I don't have that kind of creative mind. So I'm proud of the fact that we have that we have been able to build a good theming system that's getting some awesome use. I'm really, really amazed by that. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. So where's this ESRB stuff? Let's see. I want to show it on the lower left corner of the cover flow with details view. Lower left corner of the cover flow with details view. Oh, this is games, isn't it? Let's go back to my favorite view here. All right. I need to go back to VLC. Let's go into NES. All right, the lower left corner of the cover flow with details. Gotcha. Man, that's pretty. All right. So the issue is that there's no... Yeah, I need to look at what we're doing there. So let me pull that up. So in my themed views... Well, he's added stuff, so actually, let's pull up the theme. Camel spit. Why use a pin? That keeps coming up. Basically, I sync my collection with my arcade cabinet, and so I have it on my arcade cabinet. Multi-video option that gives you optional secondary vids. Yeah, so that's planned. I almost implemented the multiple video stuff on Monday's live stream, if I remember correctly, but we're not there yet. Minimum of 7 videos playing at the same time. What's for the games list menu theme? I don't quite follow Bomarolo. Charco, quick question regarding Rain Stubble's console icons and big box default view. Jason, had you said we would get the smaller versions with drop shadows just the moment they appear on the left near the wheel and obscure the platform videos? There's no option to move it to the right. So, I still need to get a package together of all those images, and that's my fault. I've just got so much to do. Honestly, if someone is willing to take on that project, what we need someone to compile all those images with shadows and all that stuff, make them all pretty, and put a package together with the right size for a big box of all those images. So if somebody's willing to do that, I would really appreciate it. I don't know. You just need Photoshop. Obviously, it needs to look good. But Pac-Man, yeah, I think VLC is recommended at this point. Yep. Me too, Static Fade. He made LaunchBox make you breakfast and bathe you automatically. Wish 32X was organized by USA, not North America. I don't know what you mean by that, FF Pope. Having trouble with the knobbly bits. Thanks, Charco. Okay. Anyways, views. Oh, I've got to tweak the CS projects as well. Good point. So, well, we can fix that easy enough. We need to do that in the default one. So the CS project file is pointing to the wrong file names. So we need to fix that and then update that in the library here. Easy enough to do. Under views, oh, what? Apparently these exist. Well, we're going to remove these and then add. We'll do actually just show all files, and we'll add these in, include them in the project. Turn off show all files, close this out, and we'll do save all. And then what we can do to solve this issue is I'm going to take the CS project file and I'm going to put it in my code folder. There it is. So that should be fixed then. All we got to do now is, well, we're going to have to delete the file, unfortunately. Delete the upgrade file again. Themes 7.0.1.txt. Delete all those. And we'll delete the 7.0.txt files as well. All right, so now it should upgrade things and fix the themes when I start it up.
Initializing BigBox.
Licensing issue. All right. Next. What am I doing? I just wanted to start it up to fix the themes. And even though I could just sit there watching that all day long. Let's load up the theme one more time. Yes, VLC, now that it's stable, at least it's stable for me, VLC is faster, renders faster than Windows Media Player does. Yeah, it should improve performance a little for you, Charco. Believe it or not, it's wrong in the interface right now. I need to fix that. The VLC implementation is actually quicker. You'll notice that the transitions work a lot better with VLC than they do with Windows Media Player. Nice poke. All right. Why is this not fixed? That's strange. What did I do? Something isn't working right. I didn't rebuild. That's my problem. Wow, that was stupid. Okay, here we go again. I promise we're going to get this stupid ESRB thing fixed on this stream. So I need to rebuild LaunchBox because I added that CS project file. I fixed that up, but then I didn't rebuild to make it included. Yeah, that makes sense, Camel. One of those things that's on our list. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in here and search for 7.0.1.txt and delete them all so that it will upgrade the themes with the correct CS project file. Here we go. Come on, LED Blinky, don't do that to me. LED Blinky has issues when you don't have the hardware attached, which makes sense, you know. But I need to solve that. We need to, between me and Artsu, we need to solve that issue. Because we sync collections and then it's an issue. All right, so run BigBox, which will upgrade all the themes on startup with the proper file. Hey, PC player. Welcome. All right, so now we'll load up that theme once and for all. Finally, I hope. What am I doing? LaunchBox, themes, critical zone. Camel. Camel, I never pictured you as the kind that would win a baby beauty contest. Oh man, it's funny. There we go. All right, the view we're looking for, now that that's fixed, finally, is the color flow with details view. And in the lower left corner here, he has those icons. The broken and... Yeah, so there's broken completed, portable, and favorite. He wants the ESRB one in here as well. ESRB is in the game details view, I think, or not. The icons. There it is, the rating image. And we're doing this weird image to source converter stuff. Binding path equals rating image. Bitmap scaling mode equals high quality. Now, I think the best thing to do is just to get this working as is in that other theme, which is doable. So for what I'm going to try and do is just copy this, and in the cover flow with details view, he's using a dock panel, which makes sense. He's got the 4 images. Let's just put it at the end. Oops. However, we're going to need some code on the back end to support that, I think. This is in the cover flow with details games view. So he's binding it to a rating image. We just need the rating image property, basically. So we'll save that. If we're immensely lucky here, this will just work, but I don't think it will. I think it's going to take a little bit more. I think I still need the property on the back end, but what the heck? We'll give it a shot.
Initializing BigBox.
Good to hear, Charco. Any fat gorilla contests? Oh no, Neil. Jake. All right. So we'll go into. Sure, why not? Oh, no, there's not going to be an ESRB. Okay, so here we go. Provided value on cannot find resource named image to source converter. Okay, I know how to fix that. So that's step 1. The reason for that is we need something in the header for it. Image to source converter is part of LaunchBox WPF, this image to source converter class here. So we got to add that. And we have transitions, cover flow. We don't have controls. But that's not what we need. Where have I used this? Well, in the details view. Game details view. Big box. We have a static resource. Oh, we need a resource for this crap. What a pain in the butt. I see. User control resources. Yeah, this is really annoying. That's okay. We're going to run with it. So, first off, we need this line here. Secondly, we need this image to source converter under user control resources. And then this should be valid. And now that this is valid, could not be resolved still? Really? Whatever. I don't believe you. Still don't know if this is going to work because rating image might not be... I don't think that's available, but we'll add that in a second here. Just want to make sure the theme actually loads. Nintendo 64 has ESRB stuff. Okay, no errors, but it's just not displaying anything, which is as expected. Wait, this is NES. Whoops. Okay, and I don't know if any of these actually have ESRB, but so let's check. We got to make sure rating image is available on the cover flow with details games view. Let's go back to the LaunchBox code. We need to load up the view model for cover flow with details games view model. That's what we need. And there's a property we need called rating image, I believe. Yeah, rating image. Which isn't available. That makes sense. And then in the game details view model, we should have a rating image. Or not. Maybe it's in game. It must be in the base. Yes. And basically, we're just calling game.getRatingImage, which returns an actual image. Ah. So we don't really truly need... So what we could do, we just need to provide the rating image as a property is all we really need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Because we have selected game, right? So in game details, in here, we have selected game as a property. And then what we can do is under LaunchBox data in game, we'll provide a property public image rating image this dot get rating image. So now what we should be able to bind it to game.ratingImage. Let's go ahead and build this. Obviously I'm going to need to add documentation for all this stuff to the PDF, but I won't make you guys suffer through that stuff while we're on the stream here. Uh-oh. Camel. Son got a hold of vape and looked like he was going to puff on it. I freaked out so hard. One thing I did notice now that I scroll through my platforms, the platform has no banner image. The platform video can be slow to start and remains on the last video. Huh. Potentially, Charco. That would make sense. That's interesting. Beer does taste awful. At least it smells awful. Honestly, I've never tasted beer. I hate tea, man. I'm terrible. I hate tea. I'll drink coffee all day long, but I can't stand tea. All right. We're built. So now in the theme itself, here it is. We want to change this to selected game dot rating image. I think. We'll see if this works. The other thing is I don't know if any of these N64 games actually have rating images, so that's going to be tricky, but let's see if we can find one. That's good to know, Charco. Yeah, if you could put in a ticket for that, I'd really appreciate it, Charco. Because otherwise, I'm afraid it's going to get lost in the cracks, you know? Yes, it is beer. Me and alcohol, I'm scared to death of alcohol, and I'll tell you why. Just because I take after my grandfather, like, to the T. I'm just like him, just like across the board. And his entire life, he was an addict. Not just an addict, like a complete useless drunk his entire life. So, and I have addiction runs in my blood, like seriously runs in my blood. It's very difficult for me not to get addicted to something when I like it. So I'm kind of scared to death of all drugs, all alcohol, everything, because if I hop on that bandwagon, I'm likely to run with it and get obsessed with it and then never quit. So I stay away from all that stuff for my own sake. What are we doing? We're going into N64. Hey, look at that. Straight off the bat, we got ESRB. Yaha! Awesome. Whoa, we got icon issues here. What's going on? What the heck? You see how it's repeating like that? I have more than 3 N64 games in my collection. What the heck is going on? That's weird. That's a glitch. Why is only 3 N64 games showing for me? It's not the... It can't be the theme. It's... Well, I'll have to look that up. Maybe I hid a bunch of stuff. I don't know. That's pretty weird, though. The other thing is... You'll notice how the others don't show up after the ESRB one loads. I don't know why that is. I got some kind of glitch here, though. That's not good. Something isn't configured right, from what I can tell. Strange. I am noticing it being a little bit jerky here, yeah, too. But this is cover flow. Cover flow has always been a little bit of an issue. But yeah, we are taxing. It looks like we're taxing the engine with this theme. That makes sense. Oops. So what is going on with my N64? They're all here. Did I hide some? I mean, what the heck? I don't understand. Yeah. Why the heck did I hide so many N64 games? Oh, I know why. I get it. So basically what happened was I hid the entire platform at one point, And then I fixed a few games and added a few new ones. So that's what's going on here. So they're all marked as hidden. So nothing out of the ordinary there. Although we might still have an issue with the ESRB stuff. So we'll unhide these all these games. And load up Big Box again and play with it some more.
Initializing Big Box.
Not anymore, Jason. Now you have 3. All right. That's a little better. And now it seems like the favorite portable everyone stuff, that's all working. If I go back, though, I don't know what was going on before with that. That was weird. It seems to be working fine, though. There it is, yeah. Maybe it has an issue if, maybe there's an issue in the repeat. It doesn't seem like we're back. We're at the end of the list right now. And we're going back through. And we started over at the beginning. I'm not seeing any issues, really.
Good ball. Well played. Oh, man.
Works for me. I think that does it, Sid. I'll send you this, I'll send you this code. One and done. Cool. All right. Excuse me. Ugh. Chronically lazy. There's more to that, isn't there? Thank you, Sid. All right, so next, right? So we could get started on theme settings, or we could hold off on that. What do we do next? Let me take a look at your list. Add more views than the standard ones. We've talked about that. Maybe adding some options for some additional games views. We have enough for the platforms views. Now, turning the wheel invisible when it isn't used for a few seconds, that's pretty commonly requested. So we should look into that too. Platforms should remember the last view and image type which was used for them. That is a little bit more hairy than it seems, although I agree that we need it. And the 2 videos at once thing. So what do we do here first? I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, as much as I'd love to tackle the settings thing, We really should we should do the settings thing though before we go live with this this weekend, because it's important. When people switch themes, people need to like, yeah. So I'm thinking we should focus on that. Invisible wheels would be nice, yes, but if we're gonna make this cut and dry for everybody and make it just work and just work properly, we really should tackle the wheel stuff. I mean, not the wheel stuff, the settings stuff. So if we come up with a solution for that, so like we need a settings XML file that goes in the root of the, of the project, a root of the theme, and I think all we need to do is default all the settings in there, and have you just and the theme developer can tweak the settings one by one. That's not difficult to do, so I think that's what we should do ultimately. The invisible wheel stuff is for the full screen theme platform view. I see. At the moment, I had to solve it by reducing the maximum amount of wheel items to one. I get you. That makes sense. The aspect ratio setting, yeah, that would be a good idea too. And in order to do any of that stuff, we need to get the settings framework in place. And then once the settings framework is in place, it should be a lot easier to tackle things like that. So I honestly I don't want to work on the settings framework because I'm afraid I'm gonna like break things, and I want to get another beta out today, But it is what it is. So I think we should tackle settings. So let's get started on that. So I need to use my code that I use for the data manager to build a theme settings setup. So let's start with that. We're going to close out of Sid's theme here. We don't need that open anymore. We need this is actually going to be in unbroken.launchbox. We're going to need a new data class. I'm going to copy something small that we can imitate here. We'll just do, let's say, big box settings. Copy that. We'll call the class theme settings. And we'll change the name of this. And all of these ultimately are going to go away. And we just need the data table export in there for all the properties that we're going to use. There's nothing to this. It's pretty simple. So let's start with an option to, so public bool force force disable background videos, get set, and we need data table export property on that, and we need public bool force enable background videos. This way you can set either use the theme setting if these are both false, or force it enabled or force it disabled. We need options to disable certain views. So let's go ahead and jump on that. Let's go down to our themed views. That's what we need. Public bool disable platform wheel 1 filters view. We'll copy this out. So you can disable all 4 of them. We need an option to disable. We can't get rid of the text games view because that is used for the game details always. So that's not going to be feasible. But the other games views, actually, it's going to be easier to look at the view models here, I think, to get the proper list. So filters view models, platform filters view model base. We've got these 4, and then the text filters view model. You can't disable the text filters view model either because that's used strictly for the like the genres lists and all that stuff. So as far as filters, that's covered. And then for the games views, we need, you should be able to disable pretty much any of these, except you can't disable the text games view model. So we'll add the settings for those. We can just copy this. Disable boxes games view. Disable cover flow games view. Disable cover flow with details games view. Disable wheel games view. There it is. So that is set. We have we have a series of settings. We'll start with these. We'll need to add more to it later, but static fade. Is there a setting or change that occurred in version 7 beta 1 with the sleep monitor setting not working? The last release, I would have attract mode on and the monitor would never go to sleep. I never changed anything with that static fade. So if something changed, I'm not sure what it would be that would cause that. That's weird. Check your power settings on the PC though. Jason, say I really like a theme platform view, but I don't like that theme's game view. Would it ever be possible to use a games view from a different theme or vice versa? Honestly, it's easy to swap views between themes via the files. So you can certainly do that yourself right now. You can just combine a theme together with the right views via the file system. So that's what I would recommend. We might get there eventually, but that's certainly not going to be something I'm going to focus on for the moment. Game Boy games for launching via Super Game Boy. Charm is what keeps Jason coming back. Or at least not banning us. The most entertaining part of my morning too, trust me. To 7:30 in Paris. 1930. Camel. Oh man. All right, so by the way, I do want to say, French, I really appreciate you your videos and coming back on board with us. Man, I'm so glad you're back because there are a lot of people that do prefer your videos. So very glad they're back on the forums. Thank you for all you've done. And I want to apologize for not featuring your stuff more in the past. I for some reason, I mean, I meant to feature it a long time ago, and it slipped through the cracks. So I do want to apologize for that. I know, you know, I don't always do the greatest job figuring the best stuff to feature and all that stuff. So I'm sorry for that. We'll definitely do. We'll definitely feature those videos coming up soon at some point here, because we definitely want to advertise that there's more options than just the default. And you're doing awesome work, and I want to. So again, thank you for all the work you're doing. Sorry, I didn't handle all that stuff the best way, but I'm glad you're back on board with us, and looking forward to seeing what else you can come up with, and keeping those videos going. I know I also need to get the I need to help you with the rest of the videos, so I'll do that here sometime after the stream today. I'll get you the rest of those videos that we're missing. So anyways, thank you again. I'm glad you're on board, and I'm glad you're doing all that work, because it's awesome work. Oh man, here we go. Oh. What am I doing? You guys got me so flustered. You guys got me so flustered with all this patriotism. All right. So we got this. Now we need to provide a way to actually use it properly, and that's going to be tricky. So in the data manager is what does this all currently, but we're going to need a new set of methods for that stuff. And this is under data manager. We need to ultimately add probably a static function to read and save. Just do this in here. Public static theme settings. Read theme settings from file. String file path. Right? And then I've got to look up how I do all this stuff again. And then saving it out to file as well. This is going to be a public static void save theme settings to file. We'll say string file path theme settings. Now if I pull up the constructor, we're doing this load. Okay, so this is really the code I need right here. For load. Let's change this to load to match the proper verbiage. Read XML. We have our data set. But wait, we need to, I'm missing some code here. If we have an issue, I don't want to, we're going to do differently. If somebody messes up the theme settings, I don't want anything to crash. So we'll take a look at that in a second. load platforms. So we got our table. And then we call load from data row. I see. It's only going to be one data row. Let's find settings, load settings. Because that's the code we really need. We load the data set. Check to make sure it contains that table. I see. Go ahead and copy that out. So if it has trouble reading the XML, I'm just going to basically return a new theme settings, and it'll just use all the default settings. If something's corrupted in the XML, that's fine. And then we're checking to see if the table contains type of theme settings. And let's just call this table. Tables type of theme settings dot name for each data row in table dot rows, and we're going to say theme settings dot load from data row. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Var theme settings equals a new theme settings, and then theme settings dot load from data row. We don't need to do any of this stuff. And basically at that point we can literally just return theme settings. And if we get down here, we're just going to return default settings. If the file doesn't exist, we need to return default settings as well. If not file.exists file path, then we're going to return a new default theme settings. That should do it. And then saving it, flusted. That's awesome, Omen. Yes, it is, but unfortunately right now it's not easy to do it in batch. It would be like a one-by-one thing. So that's a major undertaking. I'm working on, I keep saying I'm working on it. We actually are working on the games database. Man, I keep holding off on another announcement. That I need to get it cleared before I announce it officially. But yes, we are working on the games database. As far as like a batch uploader and stuff like that. Right now we're just working on the on fixing some bugs and adding alternate titles and stuff like that. Oh man. All right, so Camel, you do need your own TV show. All right. We don't need... Actually, this should just catch everything. And then saving it. Saving it is simpler, I believe. It's just, well, let's follow that out as well. Save settings. Save. Why is that called save public? That must have been an accidental search and replace. I know how that happened. Whoops. That should be called save internal. I did a search and replace from internal to public. That's okay. Everything still works, right? I'm gonna go ahead and fix that though. Save internal instead of save public. Rename. All right, and then basically we create a set. We add the tables, and we call it generate XML. Interesting. How do we get the table? Let's find settings here first. There it is. So we say, we can just leave the variable name the same, that's fine. Data item.create table type of theme settings. And theme settings dot add to table settings table. Declare our data set, we set the locale, we add the settings table, and all right, so this is static and that's an instance. So generate XML, does it really need to be an instance? This is calling backup XML. Yeah, we can't do all this stuff. So we don't want to do backups for the theme stuff because they're never going to change. They're not going to be automatically updated, so there shouldn't be any issue for corruption or anything like that. So what we need to do is just write directly to the file. So it's just that. That's basically all we need. Write XML. To the file path. Instead of path.combine, we just do file path. That should be all we need for the methods to save and load the theme settings. Now, the only reason why we're ever going to use this one is to write out a new default theme settings to the default theme. But you know what? Truthfully, this needs to be called when it writes out the default theme. Well, Twitch is back with my comments at least. That's good. World's dumbest. You done gonna make me ball. Okay. All right. So from here, this is going to need called here first, and that is going to go in. This is in Big Box in app when we write out the files for the default theme. Right here. We need to call data manager dot save theme settings to file. We have the folder for the default theme, right? Where's that? Theme folder path. So this, we need path.combine, theme folder path, theme settings.xml, and then new theme settings, which is the default. And then if we build this, Neil, oh man. Hey Teddy. We have been working on theme stuff. So we got some exciting stuff going on for themes basically. We're just fixing theme stuff up basically. They all are on YouTube now. Forever for everyone to see. Sync file path. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, so and I believe we're built. There it is. Okay. So now if we start up Big Box,
Initializing Big Box.
here we go. Exit. And we check our default theme folder. We should now have a theme settings.xml in there. There we are. And in the theme settings.xml, beautiful. LaunchBox theme settings, and we have default false for all these various options. Now, if you were to go through and copy those theme settings, I think the next thing we need to do is on the theme upgrades, we need to add the files to the various themes. We need to add this file to the CS project. And then once we're done with that, we can make them actually do something. So we're getting there. This is going pretty well, actually. So the next step would be to work on the theme upgrade process. And the theme upgrade process that's in app.xaml here. The call is right here. It was right there. All right, and in here, we need to do kind of the same thing. So we have the folder for the theme. We have the views folder. Before we get there though, let's now we'll go ahead and oops. Let's put it down here. Put it right there. If so theme settings path equals path.combine folder theme settings.xml. If not file that exists, theme settings path, then no, we don't even need that because we'll use the existing method to load the settings. So what we'll do is data manager var theme settings equals data manager dot load theme settings from file, theme settings path, and it will give us a default one if the file doesn't exist, and then all we need to do is save it. So we'll just say data manager dot save theme settings to file, theme settings, basically. Oh, we need to provide the file name, which is theme settings path. Okay, so that should do it. And ultimately, when we do upgrades, if there's been more properties added, it will automatically keep the values keep the existing values, but add the new properties during the upgrade operation. So that's great. The only other thing we need to do is in the CS project. So basically, I'm going to load this up. We just need to include this file in the project so that people can see it in Visual Studio. I am so lost, guys. I'm not even going to bother trying to get into that. All right, so in the project, I want to show all, no, not collapse all. Show all files, where's that? There it is. And include the theme settings in the project. And we'll save everything, and now it'll be super easy. You can literally, in the project now, just double click on it and change these values to whatever you want when you're working on themes. Boom. Beautiful. So that saves the CS project file. I need to now copy this to the right folder here. This is under my source, resources. There it is. So now, in theory, if I rebuild, Pac-Man, can the theme settings disable background videos? The reason I ask is I recall Sid telling you to turn off the background videos when he tried his theme. Yeah, it does. That's one of the settings that we've added here for the theme setting stuff. That's part of the point, indeed. So we'll look at the settings again in a little bit, but that's one of the settings I just added. Although it's not ready yet. It's not working quite yet, but we'll get there. All right, so we're rebuilt. Now, in theory, when I start up Big Box, all the other themes should automatically have that theme settings file, and the CS project should have it included.
Initializing Big Box.
Now, if we go into our themes folder again, for example, Sid's Critical Zone theme. There's no theme setting. Oh, I know why. Because I have to delete the 7.0.1 txt files. Because it thought they were already upgraded because that file exists. Of course, we won't have this issue when we're not in the middle of development with this stuff. That's the reason why we're having the issue.
Initializing Big Box.
Okay, now we'll go into Critical Zone 1.0, and yes, we have the theme settings there, and if we load up the project, It's included in the theme. Bingo. We're golden there. So now each theme has theme settings, and we can load that stuff up. We're going to need something to automatically return the current theme settings, and we can adjust things using that stuff. Cool. Give me a second, guys. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. All right. Guys, horrible. All right. So now that we have the settings available there for all the themes, the next thing we need to do is in Data Manager. I have it open here. What am I doing? So we need a new in the constructor. Where are the rest of our... Here we go. Oh, those are dictionaries. I'm just going to add it right here. Public theme settings. Theme settings. Get. And then I think we'll add a private one, maybe. A couple private variables here to simplify this. Private string last theme and private theme settings. And what we can do is if this dot theme settings equals null, or this dot big box settings dot theme is not equal to last theme, then there it is. Then this dot theme settings equals data manager dot load theme settings from file. The file path is path.combine application.startup path themes, and then this dot big box settings dot theme. Okay. Well, then after that we need the theme settings .xml file. Bingo. Okay. And then we're going to return this .theme settings. So No initialization required. It should automatically return theme settings anytime you access it, anytime it needs it. Otherwise, it won't bother with the logic. That's all good, I think. And whenever the theme changes, it will make sure it loads up the new theme settings. That should work great. No worries, Ali. I'm glad to hear that you're happy with this stuff. That's great. It is stuff that we've needed for quite a while. Agreed. When I exited Big Box, my operating system turned into Mac OS Sierra. Yeah, I agree. This will be awesome to have these theme settings. It'll be really great. So then, now that we have this, we can actually use it in all the logic all over the place. So we have a series of settings that we've added. The first of which is the background background video stuff. So right now, in big box settings, background, platforms use background videos. And games use background videos. That's a good place to start. So these are what are going to need tweaked to use the new setting. The trick, though, is we don't want to alter the original settings. So this is going to have to, we can't really do it in this class, basically. We need a new property somewhere that will combine the logic for all this stuff. Games use background videos. Guess we could put that in the data manager. And you know what I could do is actually put it in theme settings. So in here, what I could say is public bool use, or games use background videos. That's the smartest thing to do, I think. And this won't be exported to XML because we won't use the data table export. So what we can say is if this dot disable, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the settings we have here are a little bit messed up. We need this for games and platforms. Force games disable background videos. Force games enable background videos. And then we need the same thing for platforms. Force platforms disable background videos. Force platforms enable background videos. Games use background videos. So if this dot force games enable background videos, then we return true. Else, if this dot force games disable background videos, we return false. Else, we return root.datamanager.bigboxsettings.games use background videos, the default, ultimately. And the same thing for platforms. Platforms use background videos. Force platforms enable. Force platforms disable. platforms use background videos. So now all we got to do is change all the references that point currently here and change them to point to the other one. Well, not all of them, but we'll go through it. Options pages shouldn't change. The stuff in the views definitely needs to change. So this needs to be theme settings instead. And this is cover flow with details. Theme settings. I think there was one more in that file. Theme settings. Then we're in Games Remodel Base. Theme settings. Theme settings. Okay. That's correct. And then, yeah, that's it. And then we need to do the same thing with platforms use background videos. We have the options pages and just 3 of them here in platform, filters, remodel, base. Needs to be theme settings. Theme settings. And theme settings. Bingo! So now we should be able to force a theme to use background videos or not, basically. Awesome! Alright, so in Sid's theme here, we'll wait for this to build. Let's catch up on some comments since you guys are going nuts. Hey, Vlansix. Great to hear, Charco. I appreciate that. Well, thank you, FF Poke. I'm glad you're with us. What are you talking about, Camel? We are working on theme settings right now, Vlansix. We have been working on themes, fixing some holes with the themes, basically, and we have a theme or two that are excellent for the new cinematic videos. I'm low on storage, huh? Am I? Oh, crap. Uh-oh. My recording might be busted. We might not have a recording here, actually. Dang it. Let's see. I'm glad you mentioned that, Camel, because I was running out of space on my drive C, which is the drive I'm using. It's the SSD I'm using to record. So if we run out of space on drive C, I don't know what's going to happen. The video is just not going to work, I think. I'm not sure if I beat it or not. Eek. So I just moved some files off of there, but I don't know if I made it in time or not. So I'm betting the recording that I'm making is messed up at this point. Maybe not. We'll see. Well, I'm glad you mentioned it because I didn't even think about that. The other thing is Twitch does save the video, so in theory, I can do a YouTube export that way. It's just not as high of quality that way. I've got 12 gigs free now, but you know, I don't know if I ran out of time or not. I'm amazed though Twitch didn't error on me. It's still going. It says it's still recording. So, okay. I only had 300 megs left. I'm not sure how it would manage that. We'll see. Anyways, we should be able to force. I built, right? Yep, we're all built. Let's load up Sid's theme, for example. So under Critical Zone V1, we'll go ahead and load up the project, and we'll change the theme settings to force no background videos. Well, you may get a hold of this theme today. I don't know. I need to talk to Sid, but now that I've fixed the final issue for this particular theme that he was, or one of the final issues for this theme that he was dealing with, I'm hoping that Sid is going to be willing to release this theme today. So you'll probably have it you'll have it before the end of the week, I'm sure. Even if we can't include it in LaunchBox, it'll be downloadable from the forums here very soon. Anyways, theme settings. We need to force disable background videos. Oh, these need updated. Well, crap. Bah. So first thing I gotta do is we have to get rid of the 7.0.1 files again, so it will run through the upgrade process. Delete all these. And start up Big Box, and it will run through the upgrade process so that we get all the new settings. You guys are crazy. You're going nuts. Chomping at the bit. I love it. I really do. Alright, I don't know what's taking so long with this, though. Did I mess something up, or is it because I'm copying files? Huh. Did I bork it? Looks like I screwed something up. Huh. Well, of course. I guess we'll look to fix that. What did I do? Kill big box. Let's start it in debug mode, I guess. Oh, I'm an idiot. Guess what? I'm not sure this is the problem, but this.last theme equals this.bigbox settings.theme. That's important. Although I don't know why that would cause it to endlessly loop and halt like that. You need Frank as a new dev. Jade can develop. Jade can take it over. Big box that had cool stuff. Wow, what is taking so long? Something is working my machine, it seems like. What the heck? Disk. Weird. I don't know what's going on. It's taking forever though. Alright, well, maybe it's just because I'm streaming and saving a video and copying videos and doing all the stuff all at once. It looks like everything finished up though. The videos are done. The big box is built. Let's give it a shot and see if it hangs again on startup. There we go. All right. So now, go ahead and exit, and I'm going to pull up Critical Zone, load up the solution. It's probably already loaded, though. I need to close it. Actually, I just have it reloaded. That's fine. And now theme settings should have all the new stuff, and there it is. Force games, force platforms. So we want to force games disable true. And we want to force platforms disable background videos true as well. So now, in theory, regardless of what my setting is, when I'm on that theme, it should always work. Let's see what we get. Thank you, Camel. All right. So now, go to unlock. I'm going to go into my options, and I'm going to do what the view doesn't want. I'm going to say use game background videos and use platform background videos. And we'll back out, and it should still work with the videos, and it is. Let's check a different view for the games. Yep, that's working as well. And we'll back out here. And then we'll go and switch up the theme. We'll go into options, change the theme to default, for instance. And we should see background videos. There they are. Bingo. All right. Good, good. And then in games as well, go into, yep, we got background videos. Woo! Sweet. We now have theme settings, guys. They're working for that, for the background videos. I am going to disable those again. and confirm that that still works. Yep. And we'll go back into our theme. Change that back to Critical Zone 1.0. Bingo. Woohoo! All right. So from here, I think we're at a good breaking point, and it's about time. So we'll go ahead and end the stream here. The next thing I'm going to do, of course, is implement all these options to disable the particular views. So I'll do that here today. And then I need to get back to the other features, the internal PDF viewer, as well as the automatic ROM folder parsing. So that is what's immediately on my plate here. Like I said, by the end of the week, my hope is to have at least one of these themes available in Big Box if we can pull it off. And then I'll have a demo video out on Friday. So yeah, that's the plan. Those two features, as well as all this theme stuff, is our goal for this week. So yeah, we're in good shape. Good progress this morning. Huge thanks to Sid for that theme, that amazing theme. It's just incredible. And then also Hexer for the Future State theme. I love that theme too. So very, very cool there. I'm going to be working with both of them for the rest of for part of the remainder of the week to get those themes perfected. Let me check up on the comments here before we take off. Before you go, can you please make a list of available platform videos on the forum just so we know what is there? I'm going to look into why it does not download a certain platform ourselves. Sure, Neil, we can get that going here soon. Oh, goodness. Everybody poops. Cool, guys. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. I'll see you around.